Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm gonna be sharing some dinner ideas for you guys. I just thought this would be such a great idea for if you don't have any inspo or you don't know what to make or you need some ideas for dinner meals for weight loss. I'm specifically on WW. That is what I used as a tool to track the food I'm eating so that I can lose weight. I've lost 65 pounds and I've kept that off, and a lot of these meals are repeat meals that I've been making since the beginning of my journey, and I just hope to continue to keep losing weight but eating foods I love and keeping it to where it's sustainable and I can keep it off and I don't have to gain it back, gain it back. I just want this to be a lifelong journey, a lifelong commitment, something that makes me happy and that I can do every single day, where I'm not like depriving myself. We've all been on those really horrible diets where you're just not eating and you're, losing weight, but then you're gaining it back because it's just something you can't keep up with long term. So you'll see pasta in this, you'll see cheese in this, you'll see all the good things that we love. It's just about swapping some ingredients, some minor ingredients, and portion control. I think that's the number one thing, is portion control. So all these recipes and the ingredients and how to make it will be linked down below, along with the points for WW, because that is what I use as my tracking system. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's just a very chill, kind of normal, what it really is to cook meals in our home. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Give it a thumbs up if you do. Subscribe if you're new and you want to follow along my weight loss journey and have just some support. I would love to have you here, and thank you guys so much for watching. Let's get into these dinners. I absolutely love potatoes. I think potatoes may be my favorite food. And I do use a little bit of olive oil here. I'm doing a tablespoon. I just think it helps them get really crispy. But feel free to use water instead if you just want them steamed. But a little bit of olive oil with this split into some servings, like 2 or 3 servings. It really doesn't add that many points. And then I season it really simply with salt, pepper, garlic powder, and some dried Italian seasoning. That's my favorite go-to combo. And then we're just going to toss these together so they're all coated with the season and the olive oil, and we're gonna bake them in the oven. And then for the pork, I'm using this barbecue rub. This is so yummy. I love this barbecue rub. It's really good, and I got it from Walmart actually. So I'm just seasoning these lean pork chops. We're adding some garlic powder also to that. I cooked my potatoes on 385 for 35 minutes, and they turned out so crispy. I think because these are small, it only took 35 minutes, because usually potatoes can take like an hour if you're doing like a big potato, but they turned out so crispy and so good. I was very happy with them. Okay, this is meal number 1. I have garlic potatoes that I cooked in a little bit of olive oil and garlic cloves, some seasonings like salt, pepper, garlic powder, and dried oregano. Here I have some air fried pork chops. I did take a little bite of it because I wanted to make sure it was good, but this is a barbecue rub pork chop. And then my mom's garlic vinegar green beans, which are amazing. I have this recipe in my meal prep. I shared this, and it's also going to be in my ebook, just so that you always have it. So I'm going to go ahead and plate up our plates for our dinner. Here is meal idea number 1. For night 2 of dinner, we're going to have butter chicken, which is one of our favorite dinners to have. So I am swapping a few things just to make this a little bit lower in points. But we are going to be having brown basmati rice. We're going to have the butter chicken curry sauce with that. And then I'm going to have the Joseph's pitas. I'm swapping that out with this, even though I might have just a little sliver of this. We'll see. But this is delicious. It's just very high in points. And sometimes it's just not really worth it for me if I don't have it, which I have about 15 points for dinner. But this is non-garlic flatbread, and it is really good. But so is this bread, honestly. And with the sauce, I mean, it just kind of makes the meal. And then we're doing chicken breast, and we also have a little bit of boneless chicken thighs. So we're gonna mix it. We're gonna do a little mixture of thighs and a little mixture of grilled chicken. You kind of pick out the pieces because Joey really likes the thighs, and I want him to have leftover for lunch. And then broccoli. And then we also have Hi. We also have, what's super important, tzatziki sauce. You definitely need tzatziki sauce to go with this. It is just so good. So we're gonna get started on dinner, and this is meal idea number 2. Also, you guys, look at this. How stunning is this view? Lakeland gets such pretty sunsets. Like, oh, making dinner with that view is so pretty. Okay, in this skillet, I have the chicken thighs, and then we're gonna add the chicken breast, and we're just gonna cook the chicken through, and then we'll add in the sauce, and then we're gonna add the rice to the Dutch oven. Okay, I add it in and then stir it and then turn it down.
Yep, sprinkle it all around. Stir it and then drop it down to like 2.
It didn't hurt to be Bill Gates.
We just pulled apart all the chicken. We leave the sauce that creates from the seasoning and just like the liquid of the chicken. It's almost like a chicken stock. And then we're gonna add the whole container, because we want leftovers, of this butter chicken. And then we're gonna add a little bit of splash of water, shake it up, and add more. I like my butter chicken. I like it pretty liquidy. I just feel like it's so much better with the bread and the rice. So I'm adding a splash of that. Turn the heat back on, and we're gonna let this get to a little bit of a simmer. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be good. And again, we found this simmer sauce from Aldi. We get our simmer sauce usually from Aldi or Target. They always have different ones. They have a curry, coconut curry, butter chicken, tikka masala, all the good stuff. Now I'm gonna add not even 1/4 a cup, just a little bit of milk. It's like 1/8 cup probably. Is more like it. Oh yeah. Looks delicious.
How's it looking?
Looks amazing. We're just gonna let this simmer with the lid off actually. Just let it start heating up and slowly simmer. Here is meal number 2. We have the brown basmati rice, the chicken, a little bit of broccoli, and then some pita bread. We did Joseph's and a little bit of naan, garlic naan. And then we're gonna add some tzatziki sauce. And I like to thin out my tzatziki. You can use vinegar or just water, honestly, because it's so thick. And I like it when it's a little bit thinner. So here's meal number 2. Okay, this is dinner number 3, and this is probably the easiest dinner. You're gonna need some pasta. I'm using rotini pasta, some sausage, chicken sausage to be exact. This is the tomato basil chicken sausage from Aldi. It's nice in calories and points. We're gonna use a little bit of creamy Alfredo mixed with water to bulk it up, just so that you have more to cover the pasta, but less calories. Just mix it with some water. You will not be able to tell because it's already very thick. And then for veggies, we have some spinach, some tomato. We're gonna saute with onion, garlic, and mushrooms. And then for seasonings, we have salt, pepper, crushed red pepper, garlic powder, and oregano. I have the water boiling. I'm gonna add 8 ounces of pasta, enough for Joey and I to have tonight and maybe some tomorrow, and get that boiling. And then I'll show you what else to do in the next clip. I love to cook with chicken sausage because honestly it's really good and it's just lower in calories and it's leaner and it's great in protein and it's just something different. It's also actually more affordable than like beef sausage or pork sausage. So I just really like to cook with chicken sausage. So I'm just dicing it up here into small pieces for this pasta. And then I'm just gonna be cutting all of the other veggies that need to be cut. And then we're just gonna throw it all together in the pan. And it's just the easiest little dinner, really tasty, especially if you're just craving a really good carby pasta. This is like my go-to. I have olive oil in the pan, just a little bit. I'm adding the garlic, red onion, and tomato. I'm gonna turn the heat down pretty low. We're gonna add some garlic powder. Some dried oregano. A little bit of red pepper chili flakes. Now we're gonna add the mushrooms and chicken sausage. We're just gonna let this all cook together. Okay, this is what it should look like. We're gonna go ahead and add in the pasta. Kind of give it a good mix in with the sauce that's already there. Now I had 1/2 cup, that's all I had of the Alfredo sauce, and then I just added water to it, and you get a nice consistency. I like a little bit thinner of the sauce anyways, so it's perfect this way, and I promise you it doesn't really down the flavor at all. It's just a little bit thinner. You're adding so much flavor from the seasonings and the sausage. The Alfredo sauce can be watered down just a tad. And then give that a good mix. Okay, now we're gonna add a handful of spinach. Pretty hefty amount because this is just gonna melt. Okay, this is optional, but I love adding a little tiny bit of lemon zest to my pasta. I just think it adds a nice balance. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add some zest. I like a lot of black pepper. And I'm gonna go ahead and dish out a portion. I did 1 1/3 cups of pasta as a serving, and this actually makes 8 servings, which is quite a bit, and I am very happy with the points on it. Is only 7 points. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of ricotta cheese to mine. You can do 1 1/2 tablespoons of ricotta cheese, the part skim ricotta cheese, for 1 point, which is great because it just adds a little bit more cheesiness to it. And then again, top it with lemon zest. I'm just obsessed with lemon. And then a little bit of black pepper and salt to the top. There you have a quick and easy, delicious dinner, and a lot left over. Like, this is a big container of leftover pasta, and this looks absolutely delicious. Yummy. You can have pasta and still lose weight. All you have to do is trade in a little bit of ingredients, watch what you're kind of doing. The chicken sausage really helps, part skim, lowering the Alfredo sauce, and then bulking it up with veggies. So there we go. I just got these out of the microwave. I did 5 minutes and 50 seconds because we did some extra because Joey mentioned he wanted some for lunch. I have the air fryer sheet. This helps with cleanup so much. And then over here, I'm gonna do olive oil spray. I'm gonna spray it and then just add some salt to the top. And then we'll air fry it for like 25 minutes. So let me grab the olive oil spray and some sea salt, which I think we need to load back up. And then pop them in the air fryer. We're gonna start on, let's see, I'm gonna do 25 minutes on $3.95. That's what it's gonna let me do. So $3.95, 20 minutes. It's gonna be so good. Okay, this is the steak Joey's making for us tonight. New York strip steak boneless. And then we are also making some burgers. We got some new seasonings we're gonna use. I wanna show you guys the Kinder's seasoning. We're steak blend on the steak. And then for burgers, we're doing the buttery burger blend. I think that'll be really good. It's gonna go on the grill pretty soon. Got our steak seasoned and our burgers seasoned, and he's doing the patting, forming them. These are the potatoes, what they look like. They have 6 more minutes.
They look pretty good.
They look pretty good. I'm cutting up some yellow squash and mushrooms, onion, and garlic, and I'm gonna saute this to go as our veggie with our steak. Do you like your mushrooms small or big with steak?
Like bigger chunks, like cut in half or something.
Yeah, I like them big. So we're gonna just cut them in half because we like them on the bigger side, not too thin when you're having it with steak. Get a good bite. Add that. We only have purple onion, is that okay? I feel like it's fine.
Yeah.
Garlic. All right. There you go. I'm gonna season it with that Kinder's buttery burger blend. I think that would be really good with this. Season these bad boys up. Oh, it smells so good. And then just a little bit of salt and pepper. Let's go. Delicious. Let that cook down. Oh my god.
Were they saying that he wasn't?
Joey's talking to my dad, but I had to get the plates situated. I'm having a big potato loaded up. My steak is perfection. And then just tons of veggies. So this is my plate. I'm gonna make Joey's. He's on the phone with my dad right now for tomorrow's baseball schedule. JP's baseball game is tomorrow, so we're just kind of like going over the time and stuff like that, and they're chatting. There's always drama with kids baseball. But we're gonna go ahead and watch Sopranos and have our delicious dinner and have a good night. All right, guys, that is it for these dinner ideas. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, make sure to check the link down below, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye, guys.